A mysterious toxic fog suddenly appeared on the street. In just seconds it killed over 100 people. What terrified Matthew was, an even thicker cloud of poison fog from across the block was heading his way. Matthew didn't have time to think. He immediately fled with the crowd. But the fog spread faster than anyone imagined. Matthew frantically rushed home, pulled his wife away from the window. The next second fog covered everything outside. Going downstairs now meant certain death, so Matthew could only take his wife upstairs, leaving their daughter alone at home. Because their daughter Sarah had cystic fibrosis, her purification chamber could block toxic gas. This would protect her from the poisonous fog. The couple reached the upper floor. They pounded frantically on neighbors' doors. The old man on the top floor opened up, let them in for shelter. Anna immediately used the intercom to contact their daughter. Learning the fog hadn't entered the purification chamber, Anna finally breathed a sigh of relief. They went out to the balcony together. All the lower buildings were already submerged in fog. Fortunately, the fog seemed to have stopped rising. This was good news for them. But Anna soon discovered a new problem. Their daughter's purification chamber only had 4 bars of power left. If they didn't replace the battery soon, the fog would flood the chamber tonight. When Matthew learned this, he went outside. Looking at the fog lingering at the stairwell, Matthew crouched down, bravely reached his hand into the fog and waved it around, then brought his hand to his nose and sniffed. He found his body showed no abnormal symptoms, so as long as you didn't inhale this fog, it couldn't harm humans. After learning this, Matthew told Anna, when their daughter's chamber lost power, he'd hold his breath and go downstairs to change the battery. But Anna rejected this suggestion. They lived on the 2nd floor. Going up and down required holding your breath for 4 minutes. Changing the battery required holding your breath for 1 minute. Hearing this, Matthew immediately realized they simply couldn't hold their breath that long. Then he suddenly remembered. The old man downstairs had an oxygen mask. If he could borrow the oxygen mask from him, he could definitely change their daughter's battery successfully. After learning Matthew's plan, the old man handed Matthew a flashlight and hammer. Then Matthew climbed out the window, took a deep breath, and climbed down the pipe into the fog. When he reached the floor below, Matthew smashed the glass with the hammer, then opened the window and jumped into the bedroom. After searching around, Matthew discovered the old man downstairs had already died from inhaling the fog. Matthew turned on the flashlight, searched everywhere for the oxygen mask. He looked for ages without finding it. Just when he couldn't hold his breath anymore, he finally spotted the oxygen mask in a corner. Matthew quickly put on the mask and turned on the oxygen tank valve, breathing oxygen in big gulps. To prevent fog from seeping into the mask, he used clear tape to seal the mask to his face, then put the oxygen tank in his backpack, and stood by the window to signal his wife he was safe. When he was about to go downstairs to change his daughter's battery, he heard strange noises from inside. Matthew was startled. How could anyone still be alive at this point? He carefully walked to the bedroom door. After opening it, he saw a lively little dog run past his feet. Matthew thought the toxic fog didn't affect animals. The next second he saw the big dog dead in the bedroom. What caused the small dog to survive?